Ike here again. Today we raced at Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Cobalt Tools 500, and let me just say it was a very entertaining race. I thoroughly enjoyed it, not because of wrecks. I thought it was an entertaining race before the wrecks happened, but we'll get into that. First of all, Kurt Busch won. Congratulations to Kurt Busch. I'm not a big Kurt Busch fan, as I've told you before in another video, but hey, no Hendrick cars for the first time since Daytona. Nope, no Hendrick cars in the top 10 whatsoever. What's his face? Jimmy Johnson finished 12th, so we're looking good there. It was nice to see someone else for a change, and it was a good race. I mean, we had a Dodge, a Ford, a Chevy, a Ford, and whatever Paul Menard drives. I don't even know who his owner is. Paul Menard finished 5th. Who in the world is he? He has no business up there. It was all pitch strategy. He was, top 15, but he wasn't no, big time contender. Martin Truex did good today. It was good to see Michael Waltrip racing do good. Anyways, a surprise for me was Kevin Harvick started way back in the back and had a horrible race, and he ended up being 9th. So he's still first in points. Other notables: Tony Stewart finished 13th. Which is not a really good run at all for him, but he gained 3 spots in the points, but he still is trailing. Anyways, other notables: Dale Jr. finished 15th. Points: Kevin Harvick still the leader. Matt Kenseth is 2nd. Greg Biffle 3rd. Johnson is 4th, and Clint Boyer has slidden back to 5th. Out of the points, just barely, is Dale Jr. I don't see him getting back in the, but if he does get back in the points, I'll be surprised, but it wouldn't last very long. I don't think. Scott Speed is 12th in points. Unbelievable. Big wreck today, and this was very cool. Tony and Carl has had a past, but they've reconciled and everything, so I think I could be cool with Carl if Tony can. So, but anyways, first of all, early in the race, Carl had a strong car. Brad, not knowing what he's doing, he's dumb. He gets in there and just really races Edwards really hard, real early. And anyways, pretty much that first accident between those two was 50-50. Carl did come down, but there was no give and take with Brad. Brad's going to have to learn that. Later on in the race, Edwards was, 6,000 laps down, and actually Keselowski had he was in the top 10, I think, or something like that. Anyways, Edwards just roughed him up and put him in the air, put him on the wall. He did a flip up in there, Keselowski did, and really great to see. I liked it, It was Carl getting back, kind of like what happened at Talladega. Keselowski put Edwards in the fence with debris going into the stands and injuring people. Brad was not penalized or nothing. So I think the only penalty Carl should get was the black flag that he got. They told him to go back to the garage, you're done racing for the day. And I think that should be the only penalty they should have. There should be no other penalty for him. Just for the fact that they did the same, they didn't do anything to Brad. It's debatable at Talladega if that was on purpose or not, that's not the issue. The issue is it happened on the last lap and for the lead. Most dirt tracks, they will take that win away from you and they will send you back in the garage. So NASCAR needs to just, be done with it. No penalty, no nothing. No one was hurt. Keselowski got out and whining like a little baby. So he'll get over stuff like that. Anyways, but Carl needs to watch out because, he finished 39th and he's 20th in points. Carl's the type of driver who can get back in the top 12, but, he's digging himself in a hole. But a lot of that wasn't his fault. It was Keselowski. Keselowski can kiss my ass. Anyways, TMS Nation, no one picked Kurt Busch to win. No one did. As a matter of fact, the maximum points that we had gotten was 2, and that was from me and Steve Steele. We got 2 points. Me, because I picked Matt Kenseth to finish 2nd, and I think Steve finished put two people in the top 5. So like Casey Kane and probably Kurt Busch, I can't remember. Anyways, but I am in first place, and I am happy to say, Steven, you are in 2nd. You're in 2nd. How do you like those marbles? Because, you know what, man? You should have picked Paul Menard. That was a no-brainer, right? Get out of here, Paul Menard. You don't belong here. You're just a free ride. Anyways, thanks for watching the video. I think we're off next week. I think the next race is at Bristol. I'll probably have a little preview video for that. Bristol, it's a good track. I like it. It's good racing, a short track. But, it's no Martinsville. Martinsville to me is, same size, just different layout. It's a flat track. And Martinsville's got better racing than Bristol. But Bristol is really fun to watch. Anyways, so we'll do a review on that, and we'll do a Ragchew after that race. But I think we have next week off. It was a good race today in Atlanta. The stands were half full. I mean, there was no one there. That's really sad because, it is in the South, and that's where, they always claim where NASCAR's roots is there, racing's roots, should be. They should promote more down south and stay away from these city places like California and whatever that. But man, you got to go to a race, and I'm afraid if Atlanta keeps it up, they're going to have less and less attendance, and they're going to lose a race, and it's going to be sad because there's a lot of history in Atlanta, and I hope that Atlanta will step it up, have some fan deals. Texas Motor Speedway is awesome about fan deals to get butts in the seats. The economy's hitting here too. So anyways, thanks for watching my video, and we'll see you for the Bristol race. Easy for me to say. The Bristol race. See you later. Bye. I'm in first place. 73.